Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for a social sports pad podcast. I am your host, Ricky, and with me, as always, is Ben. It's us talking about week 6 in the NFL. Lots of things are starting to brew as the trade deadline nears. Let's talk football. So, Ben, the socialverse.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Before we begin, God, was anybody awake and watching that Thursday night disaster? Um,
It
so,
wasn't that bad. Come on now. I mean, it wasn't horrible. At least somebody scored a touchdown.
it wasn't Colts Broncos.
No,
No, man. And to be fair, I'm glad I had to work and not watch this game. Um,
down
Washington
to the
Redskins,
wire.
beat the Chicago Bears. Uh,
They did.
and somebody had to win, I guess. I'm not sure. Anyway,
You're not gonna win
two
anytime.
touchdowns were scored. One by Brian Robinson and the other by Justin Fields throwing two. Uh, God, what is his first name? Pettis.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his first name is. His father apparently played in baseball.
All right. So he's got a established pedigree. Mr. Pettis scored that touchdown. Uh, yes, pun intended. But this. Uh,
His
Basically,
name
you got
is
the
Dante.
huh?
Dante Pettis.
Oh yeah, he was a 49er at one point in his career.
Yeah,
Uh,
drafted by 49ers. Yep,
yeah.
2018.
What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the 1 o'clock. Make our wonderful bold predictions. Uh, how bold are we going to do it? We're going to do it so bold. We're going to be as bold as a magic marker. We're going to be as bold as Canada Dry bold. We are going to be as bold.
Boom!
Yeah, we're going to be as bold as. Well, we're going to be pretty damn bold. All right, thank you very much. I'm here all week trying to feel. Like I said, we're going to start with the games. We're going to save a specific game for last. Kind of skip over to that. I think we all know which one I'm going to skip and talk about last because it's the wonderful rematch of the instant playoff classic between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. We are going to talk about that one in a little bit more depth than just bold and prediction because it's going to be game of the week, month, even your year. Um, so, uh, with that, we are going to start in Atlanta as the 3-2 San Francisco 49ers go into town and take on the Atlanta Falcons 2-3. Uh, Ben, what do you see from this game? Give me something bold. Give me your prediction.
What I see coming in here, I see the 49ers continuing to win. I see the Falcons continuing to struggle. Mariota definitely is not their answer at quarterback. The 49ers, Garoppolo has put new life in them, and this may be his last year with them. This could be the year where where he's like, look at me now, look what I can do. Will they trade him away at trade deadline? Will they keep him on the roster? Or will they keep him as a free agent and he'll just go in? I guess he's a free agent after the end of this year. Am I not wrong?
I'm not even sure. Yeah, I don't go into contract details like that. Not this time of year.
Well, I think he's playing to have. I think he's playing to say, "Hey, look, I'm here. I'm still, I'm still good."
Well, I mean,
So
I think
he's
he's just
playing to show.
playing because Trey Lance is out, but
Oh yeah, he's taking advantage of it though. But the
I
49ers,
mean, it's the 49ers.
you
With
got
that
Debo.
defense, I could be quarterback and win some football
Well,
games.
I mean, you also got Debo there too. So I mean that helps. Without that, I mean that deep what the Debo pass was what only 7 yards and it turned into like a 75-yard touchdown or
Well,
something.
that's also because Los Angeles can't tackle to save their ass.
No, they can't. But I
God,
definitely see the Niners win.
I'm gonna bring up the betting lines because I definitely see this is a um, very safe bet in
San
terms of
Francisco
the spread.
negative 4.5. Over under is 45.
So yeah, I'm definitely if I'm a betting man, I am taking and the points. Even though I mean it's definitely a low line because the 49ers are coming and essentially playing at 10 o'clock, what they're usually doing, uh, traveling to the East Coast. But Atlanta's in shambles. Um,
Yeah.
and that San Francisco defense is going to be on Mariota all day. I'm definitely going to boldly say that the 49ers, we are going to mention that as one of our Holla at Ya Boy selections from this game. Definitely take San Francisco and the points.
Who's the highlight your boy? The 49ers?
I'll say the defense.
The defense as a whole?
The defense as a whole. I definitely see probably at least the defensive score again. I mean, like I said, I'll let your boy award is
That
essentially
can
going
win them.
it goes to a team that or a team or player that basically goes, hey, we're going to
Maybe.
we gonna dish out your L's. All right. I mean, I would also take the under on this game. I don't see a lot of points being scored. From Atlanta, San Francisco probably is going to get like 21 points. I think 21-10.
That's about right. Yeah, I'd go about 21-10, maybe 23-10.
Yep. All right. So from there, we're going to go to Cleveland. We're going to see the New England Patriots go into town against the Cleveland Browns. New England coming off of that shutout victory of the Lions, and the Browns coming off of another disappointing loss. I swear, if the Browns could win their close games, they'd be something. But otherwise, nope. The typical Cleveland lines we have the Browns with the advantage of 2.5. So basically saying that it's relatively even because they always give the home team 3 points advantage, and the over under is 43. So Ben, give me a bold, and then kind of to change things up a
Well,
little bit. Tell me who's going to win on the spread, and if you're going to get the over under. Okay.
well, okay. So if you want to go to a game and you're in Cleveland, you're in good luck. Looks like their tickets are as low as $44. So
All right.
grab yourself maybe a Browns hat off our Fanatics link in the bio, and holla at your boy. They have a sale going on. They always have sales going on. Let's see what sale they have going on. What do they have going on right now, Ricky? You usually have it on sale on tap, don't you?
No, I think I can take a look while you're
All right, go ahead and
talking
take a
about
look.
the
So,
yeah.
as I look at this, the Browns, they're good. Okay, they are good, but they are not good. But they're good enough to beat the Patriots. They're good enough to beat the spread. I think you would pick the Browns to be the guys who's going to cover the spread. The Patriots, let's face it, they don't have Tom Brady. They don't have Gronkowski. They don't have Edelman. They don't have a lot of people that they used to have. It's
But
a new
they have
team.
the Zappa.
Oh yeah, Zappa. Yeah. They don't have Mac Jones. It's just rebuilding times for Patriots right now. The Browns, I definitely see them coming out with a win. Highlight your boy, give it to Chubb. Chubb's going to knock it down. He's going to throw it down their throats. He's going to make you eat that meat. He's going to, here's a hot dog for you, hot dog for you. I'm going to cook it up and give you a little Nathan's hot dog. That's not an advertisement, unfortunately. But yeah, Brownie the Elf is going to be happy. He's going to be cheering them on, and they're going to get that dub, man. They're going to get it. Now, I'm interested. They have Deshaun Watson is allowed to start participating in practices, limited practices, of course, and he comes back week 11. If the Browns can stay floating around the 500 mark by the time he gets back. If he plays the way he played 2 years ago, we might have something going on in Cleveland.
I don't know about all that, Ben. I mean, first and foremost, Vegas is only given, it's only given Cleveland 2.5. So, kind of essentially, they're kind of leaning a little bit towards the Patriots. And I mean, I'm gonna kind of lean toward the Patriots too. If I'm doing like a parlay bet, I'm definitely not using this game as one of my selections to fill out my card. Definitely seems way too much up in the air.
Not a bet card either. I mean, it's too close to choose between anyone.
Yeah, too close to call.
I agree with that.
And I don't believe in any of the teams really to kind of like pull out as much. I'm going to go with New England with the win. The over-under, I'm actually going to go on the over side a little bit. Like I see Cleveland scoring a bunch of points, but just Jacoby Brissett puts his opponents in way to win. So that's my feeling on that.
Brissett's not going to do good?
So what?
You don't think Brissett's going to do good?
No, I mean, I'm not saying Brissett's not going to do well. I just say that basically in each of the losses that Cleveland has had this year, Brissett has thrown a costly fourth quarter pick.
So he's one of those quarterbacks. Okay.
Yep. Basically going back to Fanatics, talking about the sale going on, they have up to 65% off site-wise using the code GHOST. So basically click
hoodie weather. Hoodie weather and it's hoodie weather right now. So I mean, in most places.
Oh, and then when you talk hoodies, it's you definitely want to say Belichick. So yeah, definitely buy you a hoodie. Yeah, especially if you're watching this game. Click our affiliate link for the Fanatics. Use the code GHOST and get up to 65% off of items site wide. So we're gonna leave Cleveland in a hurry, and we're going to go to Green Bay, where the surprising New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers are playing against each other, on the 1:00 game. They are giving the Packers 7.5 points over the Jets, and they're giving an over-under of 45. So, Ben, give me a bold, give me your winner, and basically tell me if they're going to beat the spread or over-under.
Oh, you want to know? You want to know? I'll tell you. Whoo, boy. Is it going to be a cold one over there? It's going to be rainy. It's going to be chilly. It's in Green Bay, where Green Bay plays the best. That's another good place to get your rain gear on and go to Fanatics and buy you some rain gear. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what? Rodgers has had a bad year. I mean, not a bad year for him, of course, but he's not had any targets. However, this is Green Bay. We're in Lambeau Field. We're going against the Jets, Jets. They should have kept Flacco in. Flacco should have been the guy. If Flacco was playing, I would say the Jets would win by at least 3. However, he's not in there. You got good old Zach. Oh, yeah, I like to hit up your girl, Wilson, going against the Packers. I'm going to give it to Rodgers and the Packers. Rodgers is going to air it out in the air. 320 in the air. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's going to be your boy award winner. And I will go with the Packers with this one.
I'm going to say the Packers win this game as well, but I'm taking the Jets on the points. I definitely think it's going to be closer than 8 points in Green Bay. I might even take the over on this game. I mean, I definitely think that the Jets are definitely a lot better than we totally thought they were in the preseason.
Yeah.
And Zach, How I Met Your Mother Wilson, is absolutely, he's absolutely not having that sophomore slump that most quarterbacks are doing. So, hey, man, good on him.
Yeah, I mean, good for him.
I mean, they'll lose against Buffalo, but hey, whatever, man.
Good for him.
Yep, good for him. So basically, we're gonna leave Green Bay and go to Indianapolis as the wavering Colts host the Jacksonville Jaguars, coming off of an embarrassing loss. We have Indianapolis favored by 2 points and an over/under of 41. So Ben, what do you see in this game?
I see a repeat of Thursday night game, not this past one, but the one before. My Atlanta. Man, I see the Jaguars maybe winning by 3 points. I don't know what happened last week, man. The Jaguars got embarrassed last week, man. Nobody was playing. Nobody looked like they wanted to play that game. Trevor Lawrence did bad. The whole entire offense did bad. Like, I don't. We are going against the Colts, though. I'm going with the Jags by 3. I don't see anybody really in this game that's going to stand out and impress me much. Maybe the defense for the Jaguars. They have a few people, but I really don't see anybody who's going to come out and say, "Hey, we want to win."
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. For me, it all depends on the play of Trevor Lawrence. He is definitely going to be the, the X factor in the game. If he plays like he's played the first 4 weeks of the season, then yeah, definitely Jacksonville is going to win this, hands down.
The ticket price, it's $39 is the lowest ticket price. That's the
what,
second
for Indy?
Yeah, that's the second lowest price I see on this list. You won't get. I bet you can guess what the first one is.
Broncos Monday night.
The Rams, $30.
Well, I mean, they are hosting Carolina.
The Broncos,
anyway, yeah, well,
$6. I mean, they're not too far behind.
Yeah, but I mean, basically, me, I'm gonna say the Jags win. I'm definitely taking the Jags in the spread. Like, the Jags are actually the underdog in this game. And the Indianapolis Colts do not have Nyheim Hines or Jonathan Taylor. So, like, their running game was down to Deion Johnson. I mean, he did all right, but he's definitely not a world beater.
Let's be honest here. I mean, Ryan is not really that great of a quarterback anymore. He's on his down end. He's been on a downslide for the last 3 years. I mean,
yeah, but what weapons are there? Like,
there are
not gonna lie, like, Indianapolis doesn't have any weapons. No. I mean, it's probably okay, Michael Pittman, but Michael Pittman is a third receiver on most teams, not a lead dog. He's definitely not T.Y. Hilton in his prime. He's not Reggie Wayne or Marvin Harrison. Like, they haven't had anybody really to do anything with. I mean, this game is going to suck.
Nobody wants to be there.
Well, it's because they don't have Peyton. They don't have, Andrew Luck had people. But it's like, okay, you had Andrew, or not Andrew, you had Carson Wentz. You had Carson Wentz last year. You had Brissett, before Rivers. And you'll probably have Jimmy Garoppolo under center next year.
I did see a beep about the Colts.
I mean, yeah, you'll see that. I mean, you're gonna not have good times over in Indy. I'm even gonna take the under on this. It's 41 points. I'm taking the under.
Yeah,
I see Indianapolis not scoring a lot of points. I don't see Jacksonville needing to score a lot of points, and the defense is going to take wonderful
I
precedent on
say
that.
I say
This is definitely one I'm using on my parlay.
at least 2 touchdowns is going to beat Colts because Colts aren't going to score more than 8 points.
Okay.
They'll get lucky to
All
hit.
right. Okay, so this one's going to be interesting. Minnesota versus Miami. Uh, Now, Minnesota is favored by 3 over Miami and an over under of 45.5. What do you see? Minnesota versus maybe Skylar Thompson.
Well, you know, here I am in the place where I want to come let go. Miami, the base, and the sunset low. Oh yeah, Miami. Me Miami. Yes, I did that. Let's go Dolphins. You know what? I'm going with Dolphins and Tua. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Tua's not there yet. They're resting him. Actually,
Yeah, Tua's not going to play until next week.
that's right. He's not. Well, you know what? I'm still going with the Dolphins though, because I know Tua's coming back probably next week. They're out of Bridgewater. The Bridgewater is over the water, isn't he?
I mean, yeah, he's questionable. Like it's
Questionable.
more than likely going to be the Skylar Thompson show.
So let's check, see what's going on here. I still think the Dolphins are going to win though. The Vikings, I don't know. Being a Kirk Cousins watcher for many years, he's going to find a way to pull
It's not prime time.
It's not. It don't mean nothing. Prime time, no prime time. He still does a Brissett, just like you were saying. So, I'm predicting an interception near the end of the game will seal the deal. The Dolphins will come out barely winning by 3 points.
And that is where me and you differ. This is one that I'm absolutely putting on my parlay. Because I see Minnesota absolutely winning by more than 3 points. You have a third string quarterback, essentially making his start at home against a good team, and I don't even think like Tyreek Hill is 100% right now. So like you're not going to have a good time in Miami. I am going absolutely Vikes. And I mean, I'm not going to go with the over under because I don't know.
Well, I mean,
My bold is
land,
I see, I definitely see Dalvin Cook getting touchdown
in,
150
in
yards.
fantasy land, I want to see the Dolphins win. I mean, if we're talking real life and Cousins doesn't, goof up, then yeah, the Vikings are going to win. But I'm hoping the Dolphins win. I want to see them actually do good for a change.
I mean, if the Vikings beat the Dolphins, they are in the driver's seat in the NFC North.
Oh yeah, right now the Packers are chasing them.
Yeah, I mean that's wild. Definitely didn't see that happening going into this season. So let's leave Miami and go to New Orleans. The Cincinnati Bengals, at 2-3, come in as the favorite against the New Orleans Saints by 3 points, with the over under being 43 points. So yeah, Ben, let's get it.
All right, so I don't know, man. Are we going to have the Mardi Gras bead celebration after this game for the Saints, or are they going to?
I am not raising my shirt for anybody.
I mean, I'll show
Nope, not at all. Not at all, man.
I'm looking at their depth chart right now. Landry's out, Hardy's out, Olave is questionable, Michael Thomas is questionable, Winston is questionable. So you're relying on backups right now. Basically your entire wide receiver core is injured, or semi-injured. If Andy Dalton starts, so help me God, I think the Ginger is going to cost them the game. The Bengals have been looking decent. They've been looking pretty good. Man, I don't know though. I mean, you know
I
what?
mean, the Bengals can't block, and Burrow may or may not have T. Higgins. So
Yeah,
that
see,
kind of affects a little bit.
I'm looking at the depth charts. I'm comparing the two and seeing which. I mean, Chase is still in there though. They still have Mike Thomas. You know what? I'm going with the Bengals on this. They're going to come in there. Burrow's going to ask for some. He's going to hand out the beads because the lady's going to lift up the shirts and be like, "Oh, Burrow!" Yeah, I'm going with Burrow. Burrow is going to have a pretty decent game. He's going to have a bounce back. He's going to throw for about 275, 2 touchdowns. He might throw an interception. And then you're going to have the in the way on the ground. Ground and pound, baby.
I mean, yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati on the points.
I say by 3. I say they're
Yeah,
going to win by 3.
I mean the spread is 3. Definitely, I definitely see this being a touchdown.
Yeah, 21-17, 23-20, maybe somewhere in that ballpark, possibly.
I mean, yeah, I'll take the over also on this. I mean, Taysom Hill, he's still there. And he did pretty good last week. He established that momentum.
Quarterback money, you might as well play the mother.
Yeah, whatever works. But so yeah, I mean, I'll take the over. I'll take Cincinnati on the points, and my bold prediction is that Burrow is going to throw for 4 touchdowns.
Oh, you're going Burrow with 4 touchdowns. You're going to have him
4. Hey man, seriously, we have not had a bold, in any of these 6 games. I need to go bold, go bolder, go harder. All right.
Yeah, Mike's Hard Lemonade. Go bolder, go harder. I don't know if that's
right. I mean, seriously, give it. Seriously, we got to energize this podcast a little bit. Seriously, can't disappoint those W energy people, man. Definitely remember, if you go to W Energy and order from them by clicking our link, make sure you use our promo code SSPP10 to get 10% off your order. All right, so we move from New Orleans to what is the best game of the 1:00 games. We're going to see the New York Giants take on the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is favored by 5.5 over the 4-1 Giants. It's kind of odd for a 4-1 team to be as big an underdog as they are. The over/under is 45.5. So yeah, Ben, what do you definitely see of this game?
Oh, I agree, Ricky. It is kind of odd to see the spread to only be 6 points and be in favor of the underdog. I think you have a lot of reasons for that, though. You got a hard, tough defense against the Ravens. I don't know what the spread is with the Giants on their defense against the run, but you got to worry about Lamar Jackson not only throwing but running. He's more of a running quarterback. I mean, yeah, he can throw, but he tries to run first. He reminds me of RG3 minus the injuries.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are going to lose this one. I think it will cover the spread. I think the Ravens will at least score 7 points. I see them coming out. I think it'll pretty decently high scoring game possibly. I could see it being at least 27-23.
All right, yeah. So that would cover the over. So yeah, I mean I agree with you. I agree that the Giants are going to lose. I disagree. I definitely don't see Baltimore covering the spread. I see the Giants losing by a field goal. probably on a last second Justin Tucker field goal. Um,
My boy.
yeah, my boy. Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the Giants, Daniel Jones right now, he's playing like
He's playing like the Drake.
he's playing his best football
Yeah.
right now. And
Playing like that
Saquon
crap.
Saquon Barkley's back. And actually producing, but
Unlike
Daniel Jones
some
right now, he
other
has nobody really to throw to. So definitely I see Baltimore winning by field goal. I definitely see the over happening. Probably 27-24. That kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh yeah. I definitely see the Ravens winning.
all right. So from this, we will move from Jersey to Pittsburgh as Kenny Pickett welcomes Tom Brady into town as the 3-2 Buccaneers take on the 1-4 Pittsburgh Steelers. The Bucks are favored by 9.5, with the over/under being 46.
Seems about right.
I mean, yeah, I definitely see it.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely see that happening.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, what do you see, man?
Well, yeah. Looking at the stats by Pickett, I mean, sure it's going to look like somebody's going to pick it. No puns intended. Looking at the Buccaneers defense, let's see. We have stat line on their defense. Let me see. I'm trying to. Here we go. Team wise. Let's see. Team statistics. Defense. Where are we going here? Where's the defense at? Scoring. Why am I not seeing defense? Passing. Rushing.
Because seriously, it don't matter. The Buccaneers are going to win this handedly.
The Buccaneers are going to win. Tom Brady's definitely not the Tom Brady that we know and hate and love. I mean,
hate.
Let's be honest. We don't really hate Tom Brady.
We hate Tom Brady.
He's a lovable guy. I mean, you gotta admit that you kind of feel
bad.
Fuck
off!
No, I mean, I'm not saying I don't hate him. I'm just saying I don't really hate him. I mean, it's not really like a hate.
God, man, we've had to deal with Tom Brady for a million years.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna miss him. I'm not saying that at all. But I mean, you gotta give credit where credit is due. But you can see he's not. His head's not there. He's definitely not the same guy he was. He has a lot of personal issues going on. There's a lot of rumors going on that they filed for divorce lawyers.
It's going to be messy.
It's going to be messy. And I do see the Buccaneers coming out winning this. Let's go off a limb here. Let's go bold. And I'm talking bold. Pickett is not going to throw for a touchdown in the air this game. He's still going to lay a goose egg. Let's up his 4 interceptions to 6 interceptions with a pick 6. He'll throw a touchdown the wrong direction.
All right.
And the Buccaneers will come out winning this, looking like Super Bowl champs of old. And they're going to stomp all over the Steelers. And Mike Tomlin will be on the hot seat. So I see the Buccaneers definitely winning. I see the Steelers maybe scoring 6 points and the Buccaneers coming out with 23.
Oh, well, what the world? All right.
Somebody's trying to tap into our sources.
I'm telling you, seriously, it's probably Giselle trying to hear us talk about.
Giselle heard about it.
Probably talk about her ex.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, I'm definitely taking the Bucks in the spread. Am I putting it on my parlay card? Nope. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case the 45-year-old doesn't get trampled.
I mean, like, just there's nothing going right now in Pittsburgh right now. I definitely see
right in Tampa Bay either. Let's be honest. They're not really together there either. It's like
at least Tampa Bay's got a little bit of something.
A little bit of something, but
definitely more than the Steelers. Like, I almost want to say that Mike Tomlin will lose his job by their bye week.
I was going to say that he was going to be fired about mid. I was going to say that before I lead it off to you. I mean, I was thinking it. I was going to say something like that, but I left it out because I wasn't sure if they really would do that. But he is on the hot seat, and I mean, I can see it happen.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
here's another idea.
hmm?
Is he more of an offensive or a defensive coach?
Tomlin's usually a defensive coach.
Okay, so since he's a defensive coach, why doesn't Washington get rid of Jack Dell? I don't know what I'm doing in Rio, and replace him with Mike Tomlin if he becomes available.
Because Mike Tomlin doesn't want to be a coordinator. Seriously, he's been a head coach for a good while, and that's. I'm not. If I'm Mike Tomlin, I am not settling for a coordinator position. I am going to go somewhere else because Mike Tomlin is a head coach. Mike Tomlin is not a coordinator. He's a head coach. And anything else, go fuck off. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Here's what I'm looking at, though. He didn't build that Steelers team when he came in there. He inherited.
He got it from Cowher. But the way the Steelers have been, like the Steelers are just not being managed properly almost right now. So it's just all right. But yeah, Tampa Bay with the points. But it's definitely not as much of a slam dunk as I think it is. My bold prediction is you're going to see Leonard Fournette score 3 touchdowns.
That's bold.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the 1:00 games. We will move on to Los Angeles as the Rams host the 1-4 Carolina Panthers. What what do you see in this game today?
Well, I see the lowest selling ticket prices at the NFL for $30 a ticket. That's as low as $30. You can go to SoFi Stadium and watch your Rams barely beat those Panthers.
I mean, the Rams are favored by 10.
Yeah, that's being generous in my opinion. The Rams are a mess. They're a hot mess.
They just can't block anybody, and they can't tackle all that well either.
They're doing the same thing Washington's doing, letting their quarterback get sacked. You can't do anything when you have a 34, 35-year-old quarterback behind that line and you're getting sacked a game in and game out. That's wear and tear, man. And then you got Baker Mayfield on the other end, who unfortunately is in a bad place in Carolina. I mean, of all the places he could have got traded to, he gets traded to Carolina.
Well, I mean, he's not even playing. It's the undefeated PJ Walker going to make the start against the Rams.
PJ Walker, I mean, I liked it when he was in XFL. I mean, he was pretty good. I mean, of course, this isn't an XFL, but I mean, the XFL is supposed to be, according to The Rock, is supposed to be working with the NFL for a kind of like how the Europe League was. They're going to try to make it so it's like kind of like a developmental league for players.
I mean, we'll see. And the over-under on the game is 41.5. So
I see that. I mean, I think the Rams might cover the spread a little. They might. It's not going to be a pretty sight though. If McCaffrey is the only person on that team is doing anything right now for the Panthers. The Rams defense is definitely not the same defense we saw last year. Look for McCaffrey to at least get 100 on the ground and get 80 in the air. He's going to get 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground and 1 in the air. but that's all the Panthers are going to get. The Rams, though, they're going to come out with this win. They're going to win, I'd say, go with 28-13.
Nice. So yeah, definitely got that spread cover. I mean, here's a bold. Here's bold. I mean, it's also an easy bold. Chris McCaffrey, yeah, 200 all-purpose yards and a touchdown, and is the only Carolina Panthers touchdown as the LA Rams win by 20 off of Cooper Kupp getting 20 receptions and 3 of which go into the house. So it is definitely a stars game in the Rams.
There is one thing I want to bring up since we are talking about the Rams.
Yeah.
OBJ has been offered an offer by the Rams, so they pulled a not the Chiefs. They pulled a Packers move this year, where the Packers offered him like a league minimum of like $600,000. Well, the Rams have now done the same thing. Like, oh well, we got you a ring, and we'll just come here with league minimum because they don't think nobody's going to come to get him. I think that's going to burn him and he's going to go somewhere else.
I mean, hey, I think that OBJ is playing the game like he should be playing. Make that money. Go where you want to go. And right now, the Rams are not where you would want to go if you want another ring.
I know where to go.
I mean, there are definitely places that he could possibly go. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think there's at least 3 teams on his. I think there's at least 3 to 4 teams on his radar that he can go to right now and get maybe possibly a ring.
Yeah. And injuries will take care of other things. So next we go to Seattle. 2-3 Seahawks under the resurging current, in my opinion, the comeback of the year favorite, Geno Smith, versus the 2-3 Arizona Cardinals on their last week without DeAndre Hopkins. Basically face off. I'm looking at the wonderful stats here. They are giving Arizona the advantage by 2.5, and the over/under is 50.5. So what do you see, Ben?
All right, so we got the game of the birds, man. Let's go. All right, so Geno Smith surprisingly is doing pretty good. He's doing better than I thought he would. I mean, better than what we all thought he would, really.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks don't have one of their running backs. I think he's out for the season.
Yep.
They don't have Kyler Murray. The Cardinals do. I see the Cardinals coming out with this win by a Kyler Murray touchdown on the ground. He's going to have 2 touchdowns in the air. I say the Cardinals are going to win. Let's make it fair. 17-13.
Oh, wow. So for me, I am actually going to take the Seahawks in this, in the win over Arizona. I just, they don't have James Conner. They don't have DeAndre Hopkins. The AJ Green is, definitely regressed.
So what you're saying is that their wings are clipped?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm taking the under on this. This is way too high for me to see point total. I mean, it's just, to me, as it's probably going to be on my parlay card, the under and Seattle.
Yeah, that's a pretty high.
I mean, my bold prediction is that Geno Smith is going to have more touchdowns on the ground than Kyler Murray has total touchdowns.
Fair.
All right, so yeah, we are skipping the two games that are just like wonderful on my radar. We're going to talk about the Monday night, the Charger. What? What?
Nothing. It just looks like a joke.
I'm just saying, those, the next two games that I have listed are Buffalo, Kansas City,
Oh, I know.
and Dallas and Philly.
I know.
So I'm like, okay, let's skip the good ones that we actually want to talk about and go to
Good
the
old
Chargers, how they're going to
LA.
beat, how the Chargers are going to beat the Browns like they owe them money. The Chargers are favored by 4.5. The over/under is 45.5. So what do you say?
Well, the over/under that looks about right. I mean, let's admit it. The only team that's really going to score the most points in this game are the Chargers, and I think they're a little generous with it being a 4.5 spread. There's no way the Broncos are going to keep up with the Chargers points wise.
Yeah, but definitely on my parlay card.
I'm looking to see the Chargers are at least going to win by 7. There's no way the Broncos are going to keep up. You definitely can tell there is something going on with that team. There is no chemistry going on with Russell Wilson at all. There's tons of rumors going around whether or not he is actually a team player or if he's liked or not in the locker room. Richard Sherman has come out and said that we are good on the field. That's about it. And, that's all. So there's concerns right now in Denver. So I definitely
Give me a
see the
bold.
Chargers winning.
Give me a bold. Give me a bold.
Bold?
Bold.
Bold. We're talking bold. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. Bold. You want bold?
Yep.
Brett Rippon's going to come in at halftime.
Oh, you are calling for a bench.
I am. They need something to spark their ass because you know what? They're not cutting it.
Yep. I mean, I am taking the Chargers. I'm taking the points. They're going to beat the Broncos by at least 5. That defense can only do so much in Denver. Russ is,
Denver's defense isn't the same defense.
Russ is cooking like a terrible cheerleader trying to cook Thanksgiving dinner. She burning the turkey, she burning the pies. She probably started a fire somewhere, and we do not know where. That is how Russell Wilson is playing right now. My bold prediction is this is going to be the lowest Nielsen rating. That nobody's gonna watch this game. They are not. Nobody's gonna watch this game. Nobody cares about this game. And the game's gonna be over by halftime. Yeah, I'm taking the under. I'm taking Chargers and the points. All right, so we're gonna go to the actual good games instead of Monday night games. We're gonna go to Philly. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys and the Eagles. In our poll from a couple of weeks ago, from the recap, when Philly was the last remaining undefeated team, we asked you guys when the Eagles would suffer their first loss, and everybody was unanimous saying that this is the game that they would get their first loss in.
They did say that.
Yep, and so we have the Eagles favored by 6.5 with an over/under of 42 as they host the 4-1 Dallas Cowboys with possibly no Dak. What do you see in this game?
Yeah, no Dak. Possibly, if he's healthy, Does Jerry Jones make that call and say, yeah, put him in? Or do you stick with Cooper Rush for right now? That's the question.
Yeah.
Hurts has been looking really good. I'm really surprised. Um, I don't see Dallas winning. I definitely do see the Eagles keep on going. I think they're going to be 6-0. Dallas is not the one that is going to ruin their unbeaten streak.
Okay. All right. Give me a bold.
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 I think Dallas is going to get embarrassed in Philly.
Okay.
You're going to get a lot of Dallas sucks chants, and you're going to have the Eagles come out with a win. It's going to be 28-13.
28-13.
28-13.
All right. So
as we speak, also for the poll for previous week, it doesn't end until in the morning. I think it was for tomorrow. Maybe it's today or tomorrow morning.
all right.
17 hours left on our poll for last week's poll. We have right now the Broncos with 50%, the Bears with 25%, and the Panthers with 25% with 4 votes.
All right. Wow. What team is the worst in the NFL right now? But yeah, so I'm definitely going and putting this on my parlay. I'm going with the Cowboys winning against the Eagles, or at least not losing by 7. And I'm going with the over. I see this being a wonderful high scoring game. If I am Jerry Jones, I am not rushing to put Dak Prescott on the field. I am going with the undefeated Cooper Rush. And my bold prediction is in this game that Jalen Hurts will throw more interceptions than touchdowns. He is going to not have an MVP like performance, and they are going to feast on him in Philly with the Cowboys. And sour taste in my mouth on that one. But we are going to go from a game that is in prime time to a game that should be in prime time. This should be your Monday night game as the Buffalo Bills go into Arrowhead Stadium and take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the rematch of the AFC divisional round matchup. The arguably one of the greatest games of NFL postseason history. Can they do what they did last year? Great. So we have the Buffalo Bills favored over the Kansas City Chiefs by 2.5 points, and the over-under is 54. So, Ben, what do you see in this game?
Oh, man, I see another, slobber knocker, man. Just back and forth, back and forth. Who's going to, knock out who first? I mean, are we going to see that overtime rule implemented in this game again? Like, are they going to see that again? Or are they going to see?
They implemented that for the postseason.
Oh, it's only for the postseason?
Yeah, it's only really for the postseason.
So don't worry about that. So will we have a repeat of last year? We have the overtime, or will Buffalo, be the 12-minute man? Will Allen be the 12-minute man? Come on, never know. So, or 12-second man. My bad. Not 12. That'd be a good one.
No, I mean Mahomes was the 13-second man on that one. So,
I know.
Hey,
if Allen can be the 12-second man, all right. So I see Buffalo coming out with this. I definitely see it being a high-scoring game. Look for Allen and Diggs to just shine. Josh Allen is almost at 2,000 yards. He's going to put on another 400 on top of that and make him the first 2,000-yard passer of the season. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. He's also going to have 4 touchdowns, 2 of them going to Diggs, and the other 2 are just going to be spread around the field.
Okay. Okay.
The Bills and Chiefs. I would say Bills are going to beat the Chiefs 43-39.
All right. So here is my wonderful prediction on this. So I definitely see this will be in a shootout slobber knocker. People are gonna ask where the hell the defenses actually went in this game. Um, you know, I, like, to be fair, I see this kind of running along the rails of the Los Angeles Rams, Kansas City Chiefs phenomenal Monday night game from a couple of years back. Like, my bold prediction is that both the Bills and the Chiefs are going to score over the over. I see us getting a 60 burger out of the winner. I see records getting smashed down, beaten down like Rihanna dating Chris Brown. That is that beat down. All right. I see things going off the rails. I see Gabe Davis with 3 touchdowns. I see Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns. I see Mahomes breaking the single game touchdown record, throwing 8 touchdowns. I see Josh Allen throwing for 7 touchdowns, and the defense of the Buffalo Bills getting a defensive touchdown. It is going to be crazy.
Gonna be like Oprah over there. You get touchdown. You get touchdown.
Well, will be touchdown Oprah. Like, it is going to be absolutely insane. I see Devin Singletary getting 2 touchdowns. Like, I mean, it is going to be wild and crazy, kids. And absolutely, like, I mean, I'm going with the Bills. Am I putting the win on my parlay? No, I'm putting the over under on my parlay. And I am, as I said, somebody's getting a 60 burger in this game, and it's going to be the Buffalo Bills over to Kansas City Chiefs, 62-56. That is
scoring game.
That is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait. I absolutely am disappointed that it is not Monday night's game.
Yeah, I wish the flex
Like,
schedule was there.
Yeah, I mean, flex don't happen until like week 13. So we have that. Otherwise, what else do you kind of see about this? So we're kind of in agreement almost that an offensive person from Buffalo, Kansas City is probably going to be Holla Boy. Definitely dishing out them L's.
Oh yeah, Allen.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I cannot wait to watch football tomorrow.
But if Mahomes beats the record, like you say, it'll be Mahomes, even though if he loses.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I see somebody getting at least getting 8 touchdowns through the air in that game.
It can happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I mean, we cover. So, is there anything else really to cover? I mean, because like Tua cleared concussion protocol. Carson Wentz, he fractured his finger in his throwing hand in the game against Chicago. I mean,
he's gonna have
that's kind of
apparently.
I mean, the way he's been playing, it's almost like he fractured his finger in week 1.
Yeah, it's just, the way that offensive line has not been protecting. Number 1 in the league right now, allowing sacks.
I mean, they're talking about we're definitely near the trade deadline because they're bringing up Christian McCaffrey getting traded from Carolina. Like, okay, yeah, let's trade off our one good player for Carolina. So
if it nets them a whole bunch of picks or something, I mean, I guess I can see it.
I don't know. I wouldn't, but I also am like, hey, McCaffrey at least draws people in. Otherwise, you probably have,
he does.
you be the Cleveland in Major League. That wonderful movie. Just their attendance sucks. You definitely are going to have that. I mean, other than that, I think we got this under wraps. So you ready for the close?
I'm ready. I am
All
ready.
right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for listening into the Social Sports Pad podcast. We are always looking to get better. We will be making a couple of changes to the schedule that kind of make more sense. More podcasts for you in a very, kind of shorter time frame. Yeah, and adding some more sports and more social stuff in the near future. So thank you again for your support. You can support us. Clicking our link. Clicking our links with the affiliates. Now is it on Spotify that you can actually click and hit like an actual donation button? I'm trying to
Spotify
remember.
has one. Anchor has one.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, you can click and send us money directly. Anything that you guys.
I think any of them have them. I'll double check.
All right. Well, I mean, anything. If you guys want to donate and everything, it definitely will help us out. Because as you can probably hear, there's been a clicking. I don't know if it's on my end or what. But yeah, probably. Some equipment upgrades will probably be needed soon. I'm definitely looking on getting that. But yeah, thank you again for listening. Thank you for the likes on Facebook. Thank you for following us wherever you follow us. And this is Ricky with Ben, wishing you a good night, a good week, and always a good season.
Always.